I find shelter in this way.
We started off playing to 5 people in bars, and we've gone on to play to lots more people lately, so we wanted to bring it back to that intimate feeling. We thought we would try and find an exciting way to do that.
Can you hear?
The XX, a rock band from London, England, is rehearsing their new show, which will run for 10 days in the Park Avenue Armory Drill Hall.
New York, there's so many small places, and then you come in here and it's this huge, sort of exciting, unknown space.
You know, when you go into a theater, you are constrained by the fact that you as an audience sit where you're supposed to sit, and there's the apron of the stage, and then there's the stage, and that is the box within which you work. There's no box here.
The Drill Hall is 55,000 square feet and over 8 stories tall. It is one of the largest unobstructed performance spaces in the United States, and the Park Avenue Armory Conservancy, which manages the entire building, has a plan ambitious enough to fill the cavernous space.
New York's got a pretty dense cultural life. They have an awful lot of things that you can see in an awful lot of places. And I think what we've been able to do here is allow artists to do things they can't do anywhere else. And that adds something to the cultural life of New York, and that's not easy. It's a pretty dense environment.
Ann Hamilton hung swings from the rafters. Ernesto Neto created an interactive aromatic sculpture with fabric stalactites. The XX has built a stage within a cube in the middle of the drill hall, where they will perform twice nightly for audiences of only 45 people.
It's a very, very sort of exposed thing for us because we're in the middle, surrounded by people.
I think that this was a really great opportunity for them to be really close to whoever's listening to the music and see their eyes, see their faces.
The building was built in the 1880s by the 7th Regiment, whose members included some of New York's richest men, and it stands to this day as a monument to the wealth and opulence of the Gilded Age. To make the show accessible, ticket prices were set at $55, and they sold out in about 2 minutes. On the secondary market, they're going for thousands.
We feel bad because there's a lot of people that can't get tickets, but we like to do things differently, and I really am excited to give those small amount of people that have come a different experience.
We developed this notion that we could do unconventional work in the visual and the performing arts that can't be done anywhere else, that you can't do in a traditional theater. I think the XX certainly falls into that.
If we have to push by 15 minutes, that's okay, but I feel like that's the max we can push before the show.
The audience enters through a series of tunnels, the last of which the crew is constructing along the side of the drill hall.
Okay.
Through the darkness, the audience never actually sees where they are.
Then you hang a right, go up this wheelchair access ramp, and then you're in the space.
The XX has essentially inverted the traditional rock show. The audience enters the performance space with the XX waiting for them. Instead of spotlights, they're backlit. Instead of filling the performance space, they've emptied it.
The reason why we would do it in a small space inside of a big space is because it gives us this opportunity to play with how the audience is perceiving intimacy.
It's very different from doing a tour, and it's great to have the opportunity to do something different. Just the fact that we're so exposed and that we're sort of just surrounded by this small amount of people, even in this big space, it still feels very intimate to me.